My name is Claudia Comte. I come from Switzerland. The show here is called Through Dry Ocean Forest, and it's about our relationship with nature, its destruction and rejuvenation. And each floor contains its own ecosystem that represents different states, different materials, from whom the sculptures are rising from. We have also different shapes that are kind of my signature, the shapes I'm working on at the moment, which are the cacti, the first sculpture I ever done more than 15 years ago with the chainsaw, and the corals that I started a few years ago, and more recent shape, which are the leaves. Those three shapes representing different environments and different state of the world. There's different shapes, different representations are represented with different type of material, which are the wood, the marble, and the clay. So we have a series of wood cacti out of one single trunk of sequoia, and we have a beautiful gray marble that is coming here from Carrara in Italy, and the clay where we produce the sculptures in Denmark, in one of the biggest kilns in the world. And I really love to work through this back and forth of working by hand, but also going through the digital realm and then working with new technology that we have now, CNC and robots, and all of that to create sculptures. So this space is really special and quite incredible if you imagine that it's really in the heart of Madrid, because it has some rooms have a really high ceiling and some a lower ceiling, and because of the three floors, some rooms also have great light and some are smaller, and obviously I'm speaking here about the basement where you have less light and it's much darker, and the space is perfect in its nature for a strong, like to create strong statements, I think. And it's also really special because the visitors are invited to walk through the different rooms like you would do a walk through the forest, for example. You could imagine that. And obviously by walking on the different nature of the ground, you will experience different feelings. There are different smells as well as you move through the different floors. So yeah, it really invites you to experience the show with all your senses. So when you enter the gallery, you see first a series of marble leaves, but you can already have kind of overall big pictures of the whole exhibition, because the gallery is a very beautiful and very complex space that has many rooms and those three different floors. This time it was important for me to really develop a sculptural show and really explore the ground, the different grounds, and having the sculpture coming out of these different grounds. In the basement, we have a few rooms where you can see a series of 7 cacti made out of wood, carved with the chainsaw. There is a clash between the very fine polishing surface of these pink sculptures and their grounds, since the ground is here to reactivate kind of the rest of a forest that has been burning. So there is this sense of burnt, and you walk on wood / ashes / branches that have been burnt. And this obviously refers to climate change, the global warming, all the forest fire that occurred now. And then on the ground floor is more about stone and marble this extremely ancient material, since marble has been formed millions of years ago, 4 millions of years. So here you have a representation of leaves, which are usually very thin and fragile, that evoke the time passing, the seasons, obviously, and life, the life of a tree as well. And they are also rising from this dust slash gravel from marble. And then on the first floor, we have corals made out of clay, and they are glazed with this very subtle gradient from black to green that express also the depths of the ocean. And here they are connected or rising from clay as well, from this kind of brick, which would represent more the dryness and all the drought that we are experiencing. While we have fire and floods, we also have extreme drought in some part of the earth. It's about all those natural elements that we need to live, only to breathe already, which is such a big thing, and to live in harmony on earth. And it's this idea that we have to make a huge effort to really care for them and to protect them. And I think each of these sculptures is kind of a monument to this idea and to them directly.